Hello everybody, happy Friday. Hope you're all doing really well. It's a little bit rainy here in the UK, so I thought it'd be nice to get on and do a video for you guys. So we're just going to move and stretch and get into the breath. Alright, good. So let's begin by taking the hands into the heart center. We're going to chant Om. When you chant Om, direct it inside as much as outside. So feel the resonance and the vibration of the sounds, the ah, ooh, inside the body. Imagine that the cells themselves are, resonating and vibrating with the sound. So to wake them up, to shake them up, to revitalize each little component of your being. And also that Om allows us to lift our energy and to affirm our energy and to affirm what we're doing here. So when you practice yoga, you're giving yourself a gift. You really are. You're giving yourself a gift. You're resetting your mind. You're stretching out your body. You're just coming back to yourself. So the Om is kind of a statement of that, isn't it? It's I'm giving to myself. And when you give to yourself, it's an act of self-love. And we need to love ourselves. Okay, so hands into the heart and let's begin. Inhale. Om. Lovely. And then just taking the hands down onto your knees, thumb and first finger together. Keep the eyes closed for a moment and bathe in that sound. That sound is still there. It's still there in your field. All right, good. So we're going to begin today by doing a breath of fire. So that's a dynamic breath. We're focusing it down around the area of the solar plexus, so just above the belly, the navel. And we're just going to pull the belly back. So as you exhale, you pull the belly back, and as you inhale, it pops forward. It's quite a light breath. It differs from Kapalabhati, which is the skull shining in. The Kapalabhati, you're really focusing on the pull in and then the exhale sort of pops back. This is equal, a light sort of feeling to the breath. So I'm going to do a few rounds of this. If you're new to it, do it slowly. You don't have to do it at the same rate that I'm doing it as. Do it slowly because it can make you feel a bit lightheaded. And so if you're somebody who does tend to feel a bit lightheaded or have vertigo or dizziness, you're going to need to build up to it, okay? So do it slowly, do it carefully. If you're used to it, then you can crack on. So we're going to take the thumb and first finger so they together, and the fingers are pointing down now. The spine is nice and straight, and we will begin. So let's take an inhale together, and then exhale fully. You're going to do that one more time. Long inhale and long exhale. Now when you do this, you can close your eyes when you're happy. So let's begin. You must put your hand on your belly if you're new. All right, now inhale, long inhale. Hold the breath, and as you hold the breath, you can squeeze the area around the anus and the perineum, so you're lifting it up. So hold the breath, keep your attention at the third eye, hold, hold, hold. Now release that lock, the perineum, and exhale fully. All right, so same thing again. Inhale. Hold the breath, take your attention to the third eye, squeeze the root lock, again that's the perineum, the anus, you're lifting that up, hold, 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 and then release, exhale, let the breath fully come out. That's it, good. And then we begin again, another round. Good, and again, inhale. Hold your breath, squeeze, 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 hold, 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 and then release, release, let the breath come down. And out, inhale again, long in-breath. Hold and squeeze, concentrating at the third eye. That's the point of your heightened perception and awareness. Release, exhale. Good. And we're going to do one more round, okay? When you're ready. Inhaling, holding, squeezing, releasing, exhaling. Last time, inhale, hold and squeeze, and exhale. Good, lovely. Now we're going to take the hands up. You might want to swap across the legs the other way actually, so that you're being equal. So hands up, palms facing forward. This is taken from a Kundalini yoga exercise. We're going to just be moving from side to side like this. So you'll get a little bit of a squeeze every time you turn and twist. So this is nice for the spine, a bit of elasticity into the spine. And you'll turn your head at the same time, and then after a while you're just going to add that same breath. So that's it, good. So it should feel really nice. It should feel a bit like a spinning top. I like to call this a spinning top. You feel the air between your fingers, the air, you know, around the arms, and it should feel nice and light. And you're giving your, as I say, your organs a little bit of a squeeze here as well, the kidney, liver a little bit as you twist. So it's really nice and good for giving us a little bit of a massage. And then we're going to come back to center. We're going to inhale. Exhale, we're going to stretch the arms up. You're going to inhale here. You're going to hold and squeeze. So squeeze as we did before. Hold the breath. Look between the third eye. And then exhale, let's bring the hands down into the heart center. Good, lovely. All right, and then from here, we're just going to take a little bit of a twist. So if you take your right hand onto your left knee, take the other hand behind you. Inhale, you're going to lift up, lengthen the spine, drop your shoulders down. Exhale, using that hand against the knee. You're going to bring yourself round. Keep your chin level with the floor. The crown of the head up towards the ceiling, gaze behind you and allow your gaze to stay there. Don't let your eyes flicker. Breathe here. And then we're going to exhale, come back to center, swap over, so taking the left hand onto the right. Inhale, spine lengthen, spine grows. Exhale, turning, gazing over the right shoulder. And just checking that you're not holding in your jaw, your teeth, your forehead. And then exhale, let's come back round to center. Lovely. All right, now from here, we're going to lie ourselves down. And we're going to do a couple of yogic sit-ups. So again, this is sort of taken from a bit of Kundalini yoga. I'm not a trained Kundalini yoga teacher, by the way, just to make that clear. But I do enjoy a bit of your Kundalini yoga practice. So we're going to lie down and you're going to place your hands on your heart. Inhale, and then exhale, you're going to come up and come forward into a bit of a forward bend. So you back Inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. So it's your stomach muscles doing the job here. That's it. And you might find it a little bit tricky. It took me ages to do this with my hands on my heart, actually. That's even now my legs come up a bit. All right, good. So, and then when you've done that a few times, you'll come back to center, and we'll just take the knees in, hands around the legs. You can lift your toes off the floor and bring ourselves into a little cosmic egg pose. So you're squeezing your knees in, bring your chin down. That's it. Take a few breaths, relax the shoulders. And then let's open the eyes. Let's come up into a boat pose, Navasana. So again, good for the stomach muscles. So if you've got back problems, then go very easy with this. Keep the knees down, so keep a quite bend in the knees. If you're all right, then you can take them halfway, like so. And if your back is absolutely fine and you're fairly strong, or you want to get stronger, then take your legs out in front of you. That's full Navasana pose. All right, lovely. And then we're going to exhale, bring the hands into the heart center, bring the feet so you're crossing your legs again. Inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to roll forward. So we're going to come over onto our hands and knees. We're going to inhale, just drop down into a cat pose. Exhale, curve the spine, tuck your toes under, slide back so you're getting a nice toe stretch. And then you're going to rise up in a moment. We're going to rise up into our downward dog. So inhaling into downward dog, stretching out the legs, maybe nodding your head a little bit, walking out. All right, lovely. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands back into the feet. Now, again, if you've got any back issues, please bend your knees. Otherwise, you can straighten your legs up, keep the thighs engaged, kneecaps, head relaxed, shoulders relaxed. That's it. Inhale, create space, and then exhale, allow yourself to drop down into the pose. All right, fantastic. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees, going to come down into a little squat and take the hands into the heart center, sitting up nice and tall. Steady breath. Now we're going to come up and we're going to stay on the toes if we can. So inhale, and you can take your hands into the temple pose, so the first two fingers together, lifting up nice and high. And then exhale, you're going to lower your heels back down, bring your hands down into the heart center. All right, lovely. And then from here, we're going to place the hands onto the hips. We're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, push through, so you're stretching that leg out. Inhale, we're going to point the toe. Exhale, we're going to flex. Inhale, we're going to bring it up. And then exhale, we're going to place it back down. We're going to bend the knees. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, stretched out. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex the foot. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it back down. Bend the knees. So similar, we're going to take a step forward. So inhale, right leg. Exhale. Inhale, point the toe. Exhale, flex the foot. Now bend your back knee. Place the foot down on the floor. Transfer the weight and bring the left leg up. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knee, place the left foot down onto the floor, and then we will just take a step forward, right foot to the front of the mat. Lovely. All right, now from here, we're going to inhale, take the arms up, look up to the hands. Exhale, we're going to swallow dive forwards, and down. Inhale, you're going to look up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, we're going to take the right leg back and lower the right knee down onto the floor, top of the back foot down. You're going to inhale, lift up into a crescent moon pose. Lift open the chest. Let yourself sink down into the hips a little bit, shoulders relaxed, release. And then exhale, bring the hands down into the heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we're going to take the right elbow onto the outside of the left thigh and bring the hands into a prayer position. So the hands together at the heart center, lift the chest, look behind you if you can. Take a few breaths. Now those of you who are quite familiar with this pose, you can tuck your back toe under, lift up. This is Parsvakonasana, reverse. Now exhale, lower that knee down, place the hands down on the floor. Take your front foot back into plank pose. From plank pose, let's lower ourselves down onto the floor. Hands either side of the chest, inhale. Let's come into a cobra pose. Exhale, let's tuck the toes under, move back into downward dog. All right, lovely. And then from here, inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring it between your arms there. And then you're going to take the leg to the other side, the left side. The foot is flexed. You're going to take your weight onto the right hand and you're going to lift and open. And then you're going to bring it back down. Bring that foot back into downward dog, and then either a jump or a step up to the front of your mat. Look up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, chest towards the thighs, and then bending the knees. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, let's look up. Exhale, let's take the left leg back, knee down onto the floor. Inhale, lift up into your crescent moon. Take a few breaths. Allow yourself to really open the front of the body. Exhale then, let's take the hands down into the heart. Left elbow onto the outside of the right thigh, hands drawing in, looking to your back elbow. Pressing your front foot firmly into the floor, lifting your back knee off if you can. Don't let your chest drop, you're lifting up. Well done. And then exhale, release, back into your plank pose, strong straight body. Lower yourself down onto the floor, tops of the feet on the floor. Inhale, exhale. Tuck the toes under, head up into downward dog. So the left leg is lifting up, then between the hands and then through. So it's on the right side, you're taking your weight onto the left hand, right arm up. And then exhale, release, hands down, back into downward dog. You're going to look forward, bring your feet up to your hands, lengthen the spine. Exhale, chest towards the thighs and then bending the knees. Inhale and exhale. Good, then lower your arms down, lift your shoulders a couple of times. All right, good, hands into the heart center. We're going to inhale, take the arms up. Exhale. Inhale, look up and lengthen the spine. Exhale, we'll take the right leg back again like we did before. Lower the back knee down onto the floor, top of the back foot. Inhale, let's lift up. And then exhale, let's take the hands down. So left hand inside the left foot, right hand along a little bit. And then we're just going to sink down. So if you bend your elbows and let your chest sink down, you'll get a decent stretch on the left hip there. Hug your left knee in towards your left arm. And then some of you, if you've got a fair bit of movement in the hips, can walk your hands forward and sink all the way down. Some of you may stay as you are. What you're looking at is getting a good stretch. That's all we're looking at. Keep the spine nice and long, lots of space. Just feeling into it, using your exhale to drop into it if it feels as though that's appropriate for your body. Listening to your body. Is your body saying, yep, that feels pretty good? Or is it feeling like, no, that's too strong? If it's feeling too strong, come out. Come back a bit. Now we're going to slide back. So we're going to straighten out the front leg. The toes are pointing up towards the sky. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, think about bringing your chest towards the straight leg. Now I know for some people this is quite difficult, in which case you can bend your knee a little bit, no problem at all. Some of you might place your hands on your legs. You might even want something, hands either side on something. But what we're looking at here is really, again, just getting stretch in the back of the left leg in this circumstance. All right, lovely. All right, and then we're going to come back and we're going to sit on the heel. All right, so the front leg is stretched out. You're sitting on your heel. Hands are at the heart center and you're closing your eyes. So for some of you, this may not be a workable pose, in which case you could just come into kneeling for a moment or come into a child's pose. This pose is good because you are focusing on Mula Bandha, which we did at the beginning when we were holding the breath. This is the root chakra, which is to do with survival, to do with safety, to do with security. And it also keeps our prana, our life force, in the body. So it stops it from escaping. This is one of the reasons that we need to get very strong Mula Bandha. All right, now we're going to inhale. If you could do it in a nice fluid movement, inhale, we're going to lift up. So that front knee bends, lift up, open the chest. And then exhale, let's take the hands down either side of the front foot, tuck your back toe under. Back into plank pose. From plank pose, lower yourself down. Come all the way down onto the floor, arms by your sides, forehead down. You're going to come into Shalabhasana, the locust. So inhale, lift yourself up, gazing forward. That's it, lovely. Now exhale, bring your hands by your sides, legs to the floor, lift up into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, move back into your downward facing dog. All right, good. And then looking forward, again, either a jump or a step up to the front of your mat. Look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, chest towards the thighs. Inhale, let's come up. And exhale, let's lower the hands down. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Nice long spine. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, hands flat on the floor. You're going to take your left leg back, knee down onto the floor. You're going to inhale, come up into your crescent moon. And again, just allowing the body to flow into it. Now, as you exhale, you're going to take your right hand inside your right foot. So we're coming into the hip stretch on this side. And again, just settle for a moment. Sink down into that right hip. Draw your right knee in towards you a little bit. And then you might walk your hands forwards. You might sink your chest down. You might close your eyes for a breath or two. And then we're going to slide back, so stretching out that front leg, Hands either side, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bringing the chest in towards the leg there. And again, just be careful. So here you see my chin's up, so I'm shortening my neck. I don't want to do that. I want to bring my chin in. Sink my right hip down a little bit. And then you can slide back if this feels okay for you to do so. So the heel, you're sitting on the heel. Hands into the heart center, close your eyes. Focus on your sense of being grounded, rooted, earth, safe, secure. Listen to that beautiful breath flowing through the body. And then let's come back up. So inhale. And then exhale, take the hands down, come back to plank pose. From plank, lower yourself down onto the floor. Let's take the arms there again by your sides. Inhale into Shalabhasana. Again, keep the neck long. Exhale, bring the hands by your sides, elbows in, lift up into Bhujangasana. Cobra, exhale, top toes under, downward dog. And then it's either a jump, a step, or a walk up to the hands, looking up, lengthening. Exhale, chest towards the thighs. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so once you've arrived at the front of your mat, you're going to take your palms so they're facing forwards. Close your eyes for a moment. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, wonderful. So from here now, let's take the hands into the heart center. You're going to jump or step your feet quite nice and wide. You're going to inhale, so press the feet into the floor, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, you're going to come forward. As you do, let's place the hands onto the hips. Lower yourselves down, nice straight spine. And then you can place your hands onto the floor. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, fold forward. All right, good. Now let's walk over to the right side. Bend your right knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left side, so you're bending the left knee, sinking down. Inhale again, back to center. Exhale, bending the right. Inhale, and over to your left. Inhale to center. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, bend your knees, hands onto the hips. Let's come up. And then exhale, lower the arms down. Turn your feet out to the sides. Tuck the tailbone under, the pubic bone is slightly lifting, bend the knees. Roll the thighs back, take your big toes off the floor for a moment so you take your weight into the outer edges of the feet. Then you can place the big toes back. We're going to take the thumb and first finger together, sink down. Remember the breath of fire, we're going to work with breath of fire. Inhale, let's come up. And exhale, let's come back down. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, and again we're going to repeat breath of fire. So nice active bend. Inhale and exhale. Hands into the heart center, feet facing forward. Take a full breath. All right, wonderful. And then from here, walk the feet into the center of the mat, or you could still be at the front of the mat. Wonderful. So, we're going to head down onto the floor now. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, we're going to look up and lengthen the spine. Exhale, we're either going to jump or step back into plank pose. And then from plank pose, you're going to lower your knees down. You're going to take the knees to the width of the mat, big toes together, slide back. Arms are stretched out. You can take the arms to the width of the mat as well. Bring your forehead down onto the floor. Let your breath drop right down into your belly. Let your breath be fully deep. All right, lovely. And then when you're ready, you're going to come back up. And you're going to come up to sitting. You're going to take the right hand in the left hand. You're going to close your eyes. Drop your breath right down into your belly. Start to listen to the sounds around you. What can you hear? Can you hear sounds in the room you're in? Clock ticking perhaps? Any creaks? What can you hear outside? Can you hear people in the house or TV or radio? Can you hear traffic outside the house? Birds? What can you hear? So it's allowing your consciousness, your listening consciousness, to circulate around the space. And when you find something interesting to listen to, stay with that sound for a little bit. And see if you can investigate that sound. What makes up that sound? How's that sound change and move? And then when another sound takes your attention, maybe it cuts into it, let your attention move to that new sound and investigate that sound. And then listen to your own sound of your breath. Any sounds of your own body. Maybe you could be aware of the sound of your heart, or the vibration of the heart. So sound doesn't always have to be loud and obvious. It may just be the echo of the sound. Really listen. And then you could ask yourself, what do I listen to? Who do I listen to? What sort of information do I hear? And how do I discern? Do I take what I hear to be truth on a wider scale, or on my own inner truth, or as my own inner truth? Or do I have my own internal system? Do I trust my gut and my intuition? Do I find the sounds that I listen to on a daily basis nourishing? Or do I find them depletive? Do I listen to information that drains me of my energy? Or do I take that information and own it as my own, even though it's not actually my own? What do I listen to? What do I hear? And then just bring your hands onto your heart center. And affirm to yourself, I trust my heart. I trust my intuition. I understand there are other ways of learning and gathering information that are as accurate or sometimes more accurate. I trust myself. I love myself. I trust myself. I love myself. And I speak with love, and I give with love. Sat, Chit, Anand, truth, consciousness, bliss. And then bringing your hands into the heart center in Namaste. Inhaling. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Hear the rain outside. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that was a nice practice for you. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart.